Hello, everyone, and welcome to DBL Progs. This is a pretty exciting Progs, I guess. It was a pretty interesting free agency, quite contested, but we'll see how this season goes. Pretty excited, and yeah, the audience that's here, I have them all in chat, but we won't do audio for this one, just because trying to keep it quick, finishing up with finals and stuff. So with that, we shall begin. Um, Asking in chat, you guys want A or Z? Give everyone a second there, but in the meantime, we will simulate. So people want A, so we will start with A. All right, starting with A it is. Here we go. Progs. All right. So, first team to Prague is Atlanta. Dorian Lamb picking up the positive Prague. Exum positive Prague. They're pretty guard heavy in their starting lineup based on Progs. I need to resort it real quick just so we get the better effect of what the realistic lineups will be. Just do that real quick. All right. So, Lamb with the positive Prague. Jordan Bell with a huge Prague. He's going to be a real force on them. Where did he get drafted? 26th pick. Wow. He's going to be an absolute beast this season. Just as he hits RFA, though, their bench is actually fairly deep, all things considered. Thomas Bryant with the positive Prague. This is going to be a solid team. I don't know if they're a contender per se, but they're definitely going to be a deep playoff team. Man really turned this team around, and we'll see how they do this season. Any comments in chat? Any comments about how this team did? All right. Going up next, Boston. They're in a really strange spot. They have a bunch of old veterans. Frankly, I don't think any of these guys really are going to do much here, but they have like a mini super team. It's just old as heck. Yeah, I don't really know where they're going, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this is an old team. That should not be in that. I need to change that. Okay, we'll figure that out. All right, next up here is Brooklyn. DeAndre Hunter, really good Prague, but they got killed on Mitchell. I mean, Mitchell going down, that's a huge loss. DeMarcus Cousins with a bad Prague. He used to be an animal in this. Tristan Thompson going down, Bogdan going down. Rough Progs for Pico dude. I think Pico dude, right? Yeah. See, yeah, ripping the nets here. All right, next up is Charlotte. MKG has the good Progs, but if I'm being honest, this is like his third time being a 70, and he still hasn't done anything of note. Blake Griffin got killed, which is probably the biggest hit for them. Devontae Graham also got murdered. TJ Leaf got destroyed. Honestly, these are pretty bad Progs for them. Scal being good is pretty nice, I guess. DD, looking at your comments here, can't imagine they're pretty good. Still waiting. Yeah, he hates it. DD is not a fan. All right, next up here, Chicago. They got God Progs here. Zion, Trey, Ellison, Payton, all great Progs. They're going to be one of the best teams in the East, for sure. They were already pretty great last season. Yeah. Now looking at Cleveland, they have to add out more guys on their roster, but good Progs from Noel and Alexander, good Progs from Duncan Robinson. Overall, not too bad. But their bench got killed, but they don't really have much. They're going to have to sign some of the free agents. Speaking of that, we'll take a quick break to go over to free agency here. Mike Toby going up big time. That's a huge prog up for him. Like, he was low. What was he overall? 54, 56. I guess it's not too bad. Looking at Drew Holiday, Purvis. Yeah, there's definitely some guys out there you can pick up. A lot of RFAs, so we'll see what goes on here. Looking at Cleveland again. Oh, DD asking to go down real quick. DD, here you go. Yeah, DD, you just didn't have good progs, my friend. All right. Dallas. Austin goes up. Durant goes down. Rozier goes down. Flynn goes down. Zubac goes down. Oladipo goes down. Tyler goes down. Allen goes down. Oh, rough progs for them. Only Austin, Shamet, and Forbes with good ones. That's rough. Pretty big rip for Dallas here. YBP probably not going to be the happiest. All right. Next up is Denver. Feige doing his best MIA impression. His team just getting bad progs again, just absolutely burning away here. We'll see if Feige can do anything with this team. Next up is Detroit, other Josh. Good prog from Murray's is always welcome, but his team is definitely the result of an aging core trying to keep relevant around Lucas, but I don't know if they can. A lot of their bench prog down. It's going to be a rough season for them, all things being considered. Golden State, oof, they got wow, they got murdered in progs. I mean, Culver's going to be a stud, and you got to be happy with that. But Porter, Cantor, Jennings all going down. Mifundu Kabangle got knocked out basically. I wonder what pick they spent on him, but he's basically done. Kabangle was the 11th pick. Oof, that's rough. All right. Next up is Houston. They also had pretty bad progs here. Bynum and Burke. Burke was an all-star just a few years ago. Him going down. I think Bynum as well, actually. But Knight was a nice pickup. They're definitely actually a lot better than I think they were last year. It's just this isn't a particularly great team. But all things being considered, this is a huge improvement, definitely going in the right direction. Unfortunately, Poole and Keldon both going down was not great. Looking at Indiana. Ooh, not great start. So PG, Favors, Saric all going down, but Isaac goes up, Fox goes up, White goes up, Gershon goes up. Tonic kind of goes up, but his pot goes down. Mitchell stays the same. Off the bench, just not in a good spot here. All things being considered, probably a title contender. Looking at their primary opponent, the Bulls. Let's see what the Bulls team rating was. Bulls coming in with a 86. So the Bulls are an 86, significantly younger though than Indiana. Indiana an 82, but they'll have their healthy team all season. Zizic getting destroyed. He's been a complete bust since being traded from OKC. I think this is a deeper team, but definitely less quality up top. LAC, we're going up big time. Tyus Jones going up pretty big. I don't want to try to pronounce that, but Decker, who's a big move in the offseason, going up. But this team's pretty right now in the mediocrity bin, but not horrible progs. Morant got killed in prog, though, so there's that. Next up, LAL. Los Angeles might be back. Justin Jackson, Stanley Johnson, Villa Vonleh, Raid. I mean, this is much improved from last season. Bagley, yeah, they're in a pretty good spot. Memphis, Derrick Rose actually goes up, staying relevant. Hero going up big time as well. I guess that's kind of like realistic prog. sort of. Birch going down. I'm a big fan of Birch here. Miami, they're built around Anthony Davis, but they're definitely going to be a contender in the East. They just don't have a lot of stars around him, but AD and Tatum could be a very dangerous duo. Will AD stay or will he go is going to be an interesting storyline this season. Next up, Milwaukee. They have 5 players on their roster. Need to figure out what's going on with their GM, but Ulis is going to be a force. Dorian Finney-Smith is pretty solid. All right, Minnesota. Lance goes down, but they're going to be a contender in the West with their core that they've had. Wow. Looking at the deep bench here, not particularly bad. All right. Looking at Ricky's progs, not too bad. Porzingis going up big time. Bullock going up. Rivers going up. They're just a depth problem here. They need to add some depth, but that's always kind of been Ricky's issue. Fredette continues to die. Yeah. Carson Edwards at the realistic progs. Next up here is New York. Clarkson continuing to stay relevant in a pool of young, good point guards. Kevin Knox having realistic-ish progs. Not too bad for Sullinger. Kemba going up for OKC. Maybe they aren't stuck in mediocrity. Maybe he can pull a Kyrie and get them to the playoffs somehow. Wiggins is stuck in mediocrity, going back down and dying once again in progs. Markkanen completely dying in progs, but CJ McCollum might have value. It's funny, he developed so late. Like, up until like just a couple seasons ago, he hadn't even averaged double digits. And now look at him, a 59. He's probably on average like 18 points per game, though. Looking at Orlando here, these are good progs. These are the god progs that you hope for. Turner going up, Winslow going up. Not going to try to pronounce that. Going up, Beasley going up, Chris going up, Robert going up, Musa going up. Huter didn't have bad progs either. Dakari going down is a little rough, but overall this is not bad at all. Korkmaz going down a little bit in plot. I don't know. They're not in too bad a spot here. Carmelo gets murdered. Cauley Stein goes down. Actually, this is pretty rough right here. I don't know, not disaster progs, but certainly not good. They probably aren't going to be the second best team in the East. They're probably going to be 4th or 5th. Yeah. Next up here is Phoenix. Ouch. Schroeder had an amazing season last year. He will not this year. Anderson's going down. Hood's going down. Kawhi's a shell of what he used to be. But Troy Brown's there, and he has value. DeAndre Ayton's scrub lord material here. Suns look like they might be one-hit wonders, frankly. Portland. Wow. Portland is beaten. They might not be great next year. Booker goes down big time. Gordon goes down. They're in cap hell with Aaron Gordon hitting free agency. They're not deep by any means. So we'll see how Portland does. But there is a chance the team could win a title this year. All right. And by a team, I mean someone that's not them. Healed going down, but God progs from RJ Barrett. That's what the Knicks wanted. Dante DiVincenzo also progging pretty good. Bembry goes down, but ultimately it's not too big a loss. But Gallo just completely dies there. Trier goes up pretty sizable, and Love goes down. Love is, how did he do last year? Oh my God, 11-6. Damn, he is incredibly overpaid, and he has another year of that. That's an amnesty guy. San Antonio. Honestly, a lot of their veterans went down. Derek Jones went down, so he's already a bad contract. But they could have had worse progs, I feel. I feel like they got a lot of good value in their prospects at the bottom of the bench. And only I guess Bam died too. MPG and Bam and Jones are pretty hard losses. Eric Gordon's probably on play way above his pot though. Mikic might be amnesty candidate. Toronto has 5 players. Yep. That needs to be they need to add depth there. Come on, big and chunky. Jonas goes down, Lillard goes down. Ouch. They're in a rough spot. Utah, Jahlil Okafor goes up. They might be a contender in the West potentially. Dunn going up. Jabari is just kind of in his space. Looks like post Cole, this team's in a whole better spot than it was before Cole left, and he actually did an okay job. So we'll see how that goes. Embiid, Levine, Sabonis all going up. Walsh, Walker, Nasir going down. Mixed bag for them. Overall, nothing crazy out of Progs this season. Minor shifts in power. Atlanta becoming a beast in the East. We'll get these up soon. Okay. See what Pat says about these Progs. Oh, yep. You are Toronto GM. Big and Chunky is not my beat. So Dallas, Indy, the top 2 teams. Potentially, I don't know. I'm gonna say the East is mostly going to be between, honestly, any team that's not these doesn't have a chance in the East. So that's the East. In the West, it's Dallas, maybe Utah. I don't know. This is a weird season. We'll see how it goes. We'll get Progs out soon. And yeah, thank you for joining.